Right, this is an experiment to see if I can get a two-camera system going. We'll see how we get on. So, I'm in the middle of tying up all these threads. First I have to make sure I've got the right one that slips. It's this one, I think. So, I spent an evening in front of the telly just putting two threads together. Just got to put a touch of glue in the centre there, which is what I've just done. I'm hoping with two cameras, got one here and one up there, you can see what I'm doing. There is no right or wrong way for this. There's only your way. If that makes sense to you, then you're in the same camp as me. There's no textbook that says you have to do it this way or you have to do it that way. So what I do is I get the pulley in the middle. I'm doing this without tweezers or the biggest thing I find here is getting the thread to sit in that groove that's on the pulley. And you know when you got it there, because the thread sits in and the pulley doesn't pull out. At least you hope it doesn't. You see it's in there at the moment, but I need this knot to be at the top of the pulley, not down the side, or kind of like that. So there's a little splodge of glue in there, and it is just a tiny little bit of glue just to secure the knot. If you get a little bit more, it's alright, it sticks to the pulley. So now we take this thread and just wet the end, same as if you're doing thread. Find my tweezers, get some eye bolts in it. A couple of there's about half a dozen came out there. So what I've been calling hooks, I now know are called eye bolts. So tie a knot. Not always easy. It's not a pun. Down until it's close. Try and get it a bit closer than that. There's no trouble with these if the things in your hand slip, you end up with a great big tail. I don't want a great big tail. I only want a little bit just to make it that's not too bad. That's a couple of millimeters there. I want the hook to be at the front. Pull it tight again. There we go. And a tiny little bit of glue again just to secure the knot. I usually use the glue applicator, but I've got so many things on my bench at the moment. That's one done, just like that. So I hope you can see what I've done. I don't know if the angles are right. Just tidy up these ones that I did yesterday. This is another experiment with two cameras, and we'll see how we get on with this one. There's not much else to video at the moment because I've been busy doing these pulley lines. I tend to do 4 at a time, which is sufficient for one cannon. I sometimes do 8. But as I say, this is an experiment of how I can get on with multi-cameras, hopefully, so that you don't keep getting blocked by my hands. It also gives me a chance to play with the video editing software, which I'm still learning, so I'm hoping I can get it to a nice level that it's comfortable for you to watch and it's comfortable for me to edit. Right, that is now 12 sets done, 4 sets to go. So I can move my chair, get in a bit closer, try not to block me off with magnifiers and things like that. Okay, here we go. Try and show you my method here. What I've done is I've already got a whole load of these tied up. Just got to make sure I get the right piece, so that's the one that has to be cut off. They're tied but they're not secured, so it just needs a little spot. That's why I put a new tube on my glue, because the length of the tube seems to limit the speed at which the glue comes out, which is good. You only get a little itchy titchy bit comes out, which is ideal. Now I've got to stress, this is how I have worked out for me to do it. You can probably work your own system. You maybe come up with a better one, which is fine. There is no right or wrong way to do it. There's only your way. So, get a block, put the block in the knot, and pull. Try and get on top it so that the string's in the groove. I'm sure one of these cameras can show you what I'm doing. But there you go. The knot is on the top. Let's just get the strings in the acceptable position to work with. So, a little bit of glue on there. Try and keep it away from my hands. And you see it's just a tiny little touch of glue on there. So, now, what I do is same as my granny used to do when she was sewing. Lick the thread, and through the eye bolt we go. Pull the eye bolt down to the bottom. It doesn't matter how many times you do this, the eye bolt spins around as you do it. I guess it's just the way the thread's made that lets it do that. Get a knot in the thread, get it as close to the block as you can, pull tight, and then slide it down, hold the knot. One thing you have to watch with these eye bolts is they have got an opening on the corner of the eye bolt. It's so easy to pull the eye bolt out. Just there's an opening in the corner, but once it's glued in, I'll try to keep a couple of millimeters between the block and the pulley. You'll see why in a few seconds on, well, a few seconds on this video when I come to put them on the ship. For me it probably won't be until tomorrow. Now I've cut that off a bit. I usually don't cut them off till I've got them done, but there you go, that's one. We'll put that to one side. Why was that hook over there? Sorry, eye bolt. There's another one there. Seem to have, hope they're not falling off these ropes. We'll find out when we come to put them on the ship. Okay, that's my method. I'll carry on and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Okay guys, after a lot of finagling, I went back to the bench and I tied the two black threads through those pulleys so that when they're put in position, they're already through the pulleys. Now before I put the base in under the cannon, I'm going to tie up these first two pulleys. So the ones with the black ropes, which are the top ones, I'm hoping these eye bolts have got a good grip on the gunnels by now. So let's see if I can do this. I have no idea how this is going to come out at all. So get my favourite little thread puller, whatever you want to call it, threader. I just realised that I don't have a magnifier over here where I'm working, so I'm going to have to thread these through these little holes using my eyes. Good joke. The holes are already so small. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I think that's got through the whole rest it has. So take this thread, I'm hoping you're still in the work frame. That's that little bit of spitting. Hope can cure. Right. And it pulled it through. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. Kind of. Try and get all the other threads out of the way. So that's through there. That's the first stage. You can see it's pulling it tighter. The next stage I've got to get it through here, which might be a little bit more tricky. I really want to thread it the other way. So, gotta hope that it's well stuck in there because I need to twist it a bit. Try and keep the cannon out of the way. Yeah, all right. Now at this stage, the ropes don't have to be pulled tight; they just have to be there. So, let's see if I can get this down through the Well, first of all, can I see the hole? No. Let's try twisting it. And the trouble when you're right-handed and you're trying to work with your left. I need to put some extra light on to see what I'm doing, but even that. My eyes are crossing. Did it. Now make sure I get the right thread, that one. And oh, there we are. You just got to persevere, guys. You can see the rope is through. Now, at this stage, I'm not going to pull it tight because I want everything in position before I pull them into the final position. If I pull this now, it'll pull the cannon in. See? So we'll get the other side done, and then the base. The base is on these outside ones, and then we'll see how it looks. I'm just going to let it pull back so I can get to these other ones on here, on the side. Okay, I'll come back to you in a few seconds. Following along, you've seen the frustrations and the positions I had to get in to get these tied up. This is, I'll let it to set. I'm going to pull the ropes tight in a few minutes. But I think I'm going to go back to the bench and work it from the bench, tie everything on. So that all I have to do is bring the cannon over here, put it in and push the four pulley things into the canals. Especially since it's hard to see the holes. There they are, you can see them. Okay, I'll go back to the bench, I'll take you with me. Right. Back to the bench for number 2. So, this is the cannon which I repaired earlier. Putting your black thread on it. So we'll start from here. And this is a little bit of black paint on this one. I've got all my pliers and tweezers and things in position. No, I haven't. There we go. Now,